What's going on, guys? This is KNasty3890 here. Welcome back to an episode of Kansas City Royals franchise, episode number 21. We're in the spring, summer of 2026. We're going to do the regular season. We're going set ourselves up to get a four-peat. We've won the last 3 World Series. I think we're going to win over 100 games. I would not be shocked if we win 110 games. This lineup is stupid. And don't be shocked these lower overall guys do really well. But the top 4 is stacked. The pitching, the overalls aren't crazy, but they're guys who I think will do well. I'm telling you, Nicky Mund, if he's eligible for Rookie of the Year, which it looks like he is, but they are, Rookie of the Year. I'm telling you, he's going to get Rookie of the Year. Bullpen looks good. We got good prospects. Let's get into the simulation, boys. Our goal is high this year. And we start off 0-2. We're off 4-7. Not a great start. I want to make sure the minors, our best players are playing. They are. And this guy, I need to see how Rodriguez does. He's a 99 potential. We got to see how he does. But let's continue the simulation, boys. Wow, we're not off to a good start. There we go. I knew we were due to win some games. We got young pitchers, starters, but I'm high on them. So, Austin Slater, I don't need you. How is our money, by the way? Because we were at last episode. We are negative $95,000 a week. We're basically right at like our budget. So I'm not sure if we can add much at the trade deadline for outside help. We do have a really good farm system, especially guys are basically ready, especially in the pitching. So if we need to call up a pitcher, we can. We're at the draft. We have the 27th pick in round 1. Competitive balance, even though we're literally spending almost $200 million on our payroll. Round 2, 21, compensatory round. That's for Gary Sanchez re-signing with us. Competitive balance round. We have a lot of picks. Hopefully we draft well, boys. Let's see. I used to always think these guys would be good, but they're never really that good. You want guys who are like projects, actually. But he's young, good hitter, not great power. That's an option at catcher. A second baseman. Good contact, good fielding speed. That's an option. A third baseman. Let's get the third baseman. We don't have much in the system in terms of third baseman, so let's take him. Maybe by the time in like 4 or 5 years when he's ready, that is when Vlad Guerrero Jr. It's time to move on from him. Second round now. I'll take this catcher Upchurch we were looking at earlier. That second baseman still available. Let's take him. He's 21, which is a little old, but we'll take him. I will take this starter now. Enriquez in the competitive. We had a lot of picks. It's nice to see. Hopefully we hit on these guys, boys. I think we are doing pretty well so far. He's a few years away, but he's already 22. Now second baseman's only 20. I might take him. 18 is this shortstop. Could have good contact, solid fielding. Let's take the shortstop. We don't have many good ones, so we can hit on that. And it's the third round. My hopes aren't high on hitting on the pick, but we'll see. A starting pitcher a few years away, but he's only 18. It's potentially 75 potential. Potentially 75 potential. It's a lot of potential in that phrase. But that's not a bad pick in the 4th round. And I'll take the second baseman, 20 years old. I'm taking a lot of projects in this draft because I feel like those are the best potentials. I'm seeing if it's going to be true or not. And I'll take this guy in the last pick because he's by far the best option. But it's like one of the last picks in the draft. Let's see how we did. Not a crazy... There's no A's, but there's a lot of high B's, and they could turn to A's. So Kendrick, that's a good pick. 89 potential. End of the 1st round. That's not bad. He's a project, but he's only 20. Hells, that's not a good pick. 75 potential. Upchurch. That's not a bad pick at all. 56 overall catcher, 86 potential, good bat. Never really developed any power though, it looks like. Nunez at second base, not really a great pick, 79 potential. Enriquez, a starter, 83 potential, that's not bad. Calzado, 72 potential, that's not good at short, but we need just bodies at shortstop. Rocha, that's a good pick, 88 potential, only 18 years old, 66 overall. Landgraf, second baseman, 74 potential. That's not good. This guy, I don't even know why I signed him. He's a 63 potential. I wonder if there's like a 99 in this draft. Just fly through this, see if we can see any super high picks. I always like to see when there's just Ooh, 97. That guy's going to be a stud. 98 potential for this dude from the Padres. 93 closer. 99. I wish there's this year. I don't know. Whenever there's a draft, it's always high contact, low power guys, and sometimes the power comes, but there's never really guys who just like are drafted with a ton of power. And usually, I mean, in real life, I guess it's kind of accurate. Power is usually one of the last tools that hitters develop, but it's always like to an extreme. I feel like. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. All right, we're good. How are we doing standing wise? We're 5 games up. How are we doing as a team? Romero's pitching all right, 3.91. Catton's really struggling this year. Castro's pitching well. All right, Mund, I said was going to get Rookie of the Year, and his overall is going up quite a bit. That's nice to see. And Flores is pitching pretty well for a rookie. Hader has not given up a run in 13 2/3 innings. Wiley's pitching pretty well. Birdie's kind of struggling. Torres is struggling. These guys are all struggling. Soto's not pitching great as a longman, so that's probably part of the problem. Castilla's hitting 363. This dude is just a professional hitter. Bellinger, 354, 20 home runs. Vlad, 257, only 10 home runs. Seager, 335, 18 home runs. I do want to keep Vlad there. I want to go with the right, left, because then look at all these lefties coming up. Diaz in 345. There we go. Schwarber, 261, but he does have 12 home runs. Heredia, 284. Kendall, 335, batting 8th. And Pruett, the catcher, 279. That's not too bad. And we do have this Geiger, the great defensive catcher, as our backup. And we got guys who can play. We don't have a lot of depth. We might have to call up like another. We don't have a backup shortstop, really. Which I'm not sure if we'll need in the playoffs because I don't think I'll ever pinch run for Seager. Can anyone play shortstop on the team? Oh, Castilla can, so we can move stuff around if we need to. So, top prospects, how are they doing? Do we have anyone jumping up? Seymour is at 13. I feel like he's moving up. Rodriguez is at 17. Okay, he's going up. Not as high as I thought it would be. He's 99 potential. Nugent is at 27, but let's continue simulating. I would love one for like a year where like someone breaks a record, like a home run record, or hits for 100, or strikes out like 350 guys in a year. Rodrigo Ramirez, B potential, 21 years old, 70 overall for a Desmond Lindsay. I'm not taking on salary. We have like no money. I don't want him. Leave me alone, Chicago. All right, now we're definitely winning games. We'll go up to the trade deadline and see what we need. And I also do want to do, because I know we do the Reds franchise, we do draft only, we see how the team is built. Alfaro got traded for Heaney, Candelario, and Taylor Ward. All right, we're at the trade deadline. 11 games up. We're going to easily. And look at the run differential is insane. It's just it's a really good team. Mookie Betts is in 350. Wow. So let's take a look at how we've built this team. The Major League team. So Brock Keough was our very first round pick in 2018. Not a bad player, to be perfectly honest. He's a bench player, though, because Bellinger, but that's a good hitter. Not great fielder, but good durability. But that's a good freaking hitter. Nicky Mund was a 9th round pick in 2019. 3.79 ERA. He's definitely improving. I'm just looking at guys that we drafted. Aikido was a 7th round pick. Diaz was a 1st round pick. And he's in 322. We traded for Guerrero, Castro, and Castilla. And Heredia. Those were all trades for some starters. Han Soto, struggling this year out of the bullpen. Seager was a free agent. Flores was a trade. 4.37 ERA. Craig Wiley was a lot of trades. How we got this team. Mostly trades. But I mean, those trades weren't just done in a vacuum. We drafted well to then make those trades. So, but that's why I like doing the Reds franchise where it's draft only, where we can't do anything like that. Damn, Romero's really struggling. Catton's pitching better. Castro's pitching better. Mund, we obviously saw already. So, I mean, Romero may not be our day one playoff starter. I don't know. He may not be on the team next year, to be perfectly honest. Paying him $15 million, not that good. Speaking of which, I'm expecting a little bit more out of Vlad. But Castillo's hitting 341 with 13 home runs. Bellinger 333 with 30 home runs. Seager 318 with 27 home runs. 322, 16 home runs for Diaz. Schwarber has 21 home runs. Heredia only. Let's move Heredia down. There we go. We'll just finish the season. Can we get 100 wins? I think it'll be tight. We have to have a good August, and we can set ourselves up. And I think we're going to get 100 wins as we lose 5 out of 6. But you only have to win 11 games. We're going to get 100 wins, boys. First time in this franchise, 100 wins, 106 wins, best record in the American League, which is important. And it wasn't even close in the division. We were 15 games better than any other team in baseball, which was the Nationals we played last year in the World Series. Let's see how we did. Romero pitched better down the stretch, of 4.07 ERA, a 3.82 for Catton, a little higher than I was expecting. But, for how much we're paying him, and he's locked up for 1.7, I'm okay with that. Castro definitely improved, which is nice. He's improving every year. Nick Mund, a 3.54 ERA. I told you he's going to get Rookie of the Year. We'll check in a minute if I was correct. Flores, a 4.71, so he's probably going to be our long man. Guerrero pitched well, 90 overall now. Torres ended up pitching well again. Paying him maybe a little more than I want, but he's just great. Birdie struggled again. Wiley pitched good. That's nice to see. He struggled mightily last year. Hader might have got reliever of the year with a 1.89 ERA. Castillo ended up hitting 312, 20 home runs, 48 stolen bases. If you guys remember my A's franchise from MLB 17, we had a shortstop. I'm drawing a blank on the dude's name. But this is just like this player. He was just a guy who would hit 320, 340 every year, would hit you 30 home runs, steal 30 bases. This guy reminds me so much of him. If you guys know his name, meet me in the comments down below. I'm going to have to look it up after this. But this dude's a star at second base. A WAR of 7.1 again. Bellinger 330, 40 home runs. Oh man, what was his wins above replacement? 8. Guerrero 282, 26 home runs, better than the year before. So I'm okay with that. Seager 302, 37 home runs. Diaz 322, 27 home runs. He's unhappy because of his contract. You're probably going to get a raise. Schwarber 283, 35 home runs. Kendall 280, 21 home runs. I'm okay with that. And he plays elite defense. His wins above replacement was a 4.8. That's great. Pruett, our catcher, hit 274, 11 home runs. Only had 435 at-bats due to his low durability. Heredia, good defense, 244 average, 19 home runs. WAR of 2.5, not too bad. And Geiger's, that other catcher, hit 291 and only 158 at-bats. Damn. Quentin Holmes, 160 at-bats, hit 313. Let's take a look at top prospects. Tampa has 3 of the top 5. Good lord. All right, we got Seymour is at 9. Rodriguez jumped up to 11. 68 overall. There we go. Look at that contact first left went up 13. That's nice to see. And then where's Seymour? He's at 9. He bumped up a lot. They are pushing. They're working their way up, closing in on the majors. What else do we got? Scott Nugent, 73 overall in AAA, 22 years old and the 22nd prospect. I think we have a couple more. Perez, a closer, 78 overall. He'll probably be pushing on that team next year. He's going to be cheap, so probably will be on the team. And then we got Conforti, a starter, 23 years old. And then Goodwin, another closer. Great K per 9 at 47. And that rounds out the prospects. Take a look at awards before the end of the video. Bryce Harper in the American League. Gallo in the National League. Stevenson got the Cy Young. And Luzardo. Batting time went to Betts and Swanson. Josh Hader did get reliever of the year. Got that right. Johnny Gonzalez in the National League. Rookie of the year went to... Dude! What? He did strike out 224 batters, but his ERA was north of 5. He's not better than Munds. Sorry, he's not. Roberto Ramos, he's 31 years old. He did hit 36 home runs, but the dude's 31. Is that a catcher? Or is it it's a first baseman. It's a first baseman. Hank Aaron Award went to Harper. What did we get for any of these? We probably got Silver Sluggers at DH. at second base, at third base, at shortstop, and at one of the outfield. That's a good team. How many runs did we score? Did we score 1,000 runs? 920. Oh, I'd love to score 1,000 runs one year. That's like something that only the best teams in baseball in history have ever done. Before we end the video, we got to figure out our money. I think we may have to trade Seager this next offseason, unfortunately. Castilla is a free agent at the end of the year. I need to re-sign Castilla. So I think Seager is going to have to be traded, which sucks. Because we're paying $161 million. Or maybe we move Romero. I don't know. But Castilla is a free agent. He's only 28, and he's a star. Hader's got 2 years left. Schwarber, he's pretty cheap, but maybe we can find a better DH option. I don't know. But like Bellinger, Guerrero, oh man, this is a stacked team. Heredia is still cheap, so that's why I like him in one of the outfielders. He's very cheap. Pruett's locked up. Soto's locked up. Guerrero's locked up. Wiley's, so our relievers are locked up. Cotton's locked up for a couple more years. Birdie, we'll probably let him walk. Castro's going to cost a good amount of money. Diaz is going to cost, damn. This might be the last year of us being like a super, like this is like the Golden State Warriors like team. This might be the last year we have this lineup. I don't think we're going to be able to keep this lineup moving forward. Maybe we keep Seager and we move on from Castilla, but Seager's 31, Castilla's 28? It's a 3-year difference. I think Seager's a better all-around player for sure, but in 2 years from now, who's better? 5 years from now, we know who will be better. So I don't know, guys, but that will be a future video. That's a future problem. The next episode, we're going for a 4-peat. Hope to see you in that video, boys. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.